Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good morning, Muffin.
Good morning, Chai Kilski.
Good morning, Bonita.
Good morning, Chai.
Good morning, Johnny.
Thank you.
Good morning, Yeti.
Actually, the clipboard.
Good morning, Murda.
I was just going to say good morning, Murda.
She's not even listening to
ignoring
us.
us.
Well, hey, we are just about to get rocking and rolling here for Cactus Cup 2025, fam. And hey, we are in beautiful Arizona. And as we are getting ready, it's important to remember where we are and who has been here before us as we acknowledge that we are located in the Salt River Valley of Arizona on the ancestral territories of indigenous peoples, including the Acamel O'odham and Pipash Indian communities. And before that, the Hohokam, whose care and keeping of these lands allow us to be here today. This land has been and continues to be the home of indigenous peoples. We are still here. We honor the elders as well as future generations. We express gratitude for their stewardship of the land we currently occupy. Please always remember, everywhere you go, you are on stolen land. And as my shirt says, the border crossed us. So we're super happy to have you all here today. Again, I am Loquita Bonita. I am joined by the lovely and loquacious Muffin Tumble.
Muffin Tumble, hello.
And bringing it hot with all the stats and the deets and maybe even some tea is Chai. We're so excited for this game coming up. Team Black Diaspora was a bit of a late addition to our tournament because we had a spot. And we are so grateful that they were the ones who filled it. And keep in mind that they are preparing to go to the World Cup. They are having an auction on April 27th. On Instagram, so check them out. Also, you might see a couple of names on that roster that you don't typically see, and that is because they had to have a couple of guests to get a full roster because, like I said, they were kind of a late addition, so they were filling their roster spots with a little bit shorter notice than they would typically like. So again, we're so grateful to have them here, taking on Axles of Annihilation from Rose City. And we are going to hit those rosters real quick. Muffin, why don't you get started with rosters?
Yes, in purple and white, all the way from Portland, we have the Rose City Rollers Axles of Annihilation. 07, Jackpot. 139, Katie Postma. 22, Habanero Romero. 29, Darko. 31, Kid Vicious. 316, Evangelical. 343, Trinity. 39, A. Gaffney. 48, Brute. 651, Gray's Lobotomy. 7, Kassassin. 70, Freddie Herfury. Sorry, Freddie Herfury. 777, Rosemary's Baby. 98, Coda. 99, Sally Handsome.
And skating in white today for Black Diaspora Roller Derby, 003 Buttercup, 080 Danny Longlegger, 0812 Thor Slammer, 10 Solid as a Jamrock, 1031 Hollyween, 12 Oreo Slammer, 1620 Orville Reckonblocker, number 20 Murda, 202 Freight Train, 420 Rolling Stoner, 538 Kaboom, 606 Bad and Bougie, 65 Smash, 77 It's About Time, 88 physical contact. And we got these officials. Right. There's no time like the present for shenanigans. Muffin, who are we having officiate this fabulous game?
We have Rita Slayworth, Tombo number 5, Nerdy Little Secret, Kit Ruff, Terabyte, Otter Mayhem, Rex Blocker, Dak in the Box, Velma Deckley, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boom, Adam Splitter, PH Demon, Bacon the Question, Dr. Math, Jams Joyce, and Sydney Vicious. Thank you to all of our officials. We can't do this without you.
Woot woot! Big ups, shout out. Officials ever. Oh, official skating towards us. This is so official.
We would like to thank Breadpool, who is not listed, will be helping us with official reviews. Thank you, Breadpool.
Wait a second, I just heard a whistle. What does that mean, Muffin?
It means it's jam number 1. I see, yes, freight train for jam number 1 in white for Team Black Diaspora. And for Portland, we have Jackpot. Jackpot has already been declared lead jammer.
That was quick. Ching, 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 ching.
That was quick. Freight train caught up at turn number 1 and through on initial. Jackpot looking for an outside path, getting denied. Reset by Smash in the back. Freight train forcing the call off.
Man, nothing like a fast 20-second jam to get things rolling here on day 1 of Cactus Cup 2025.
Wow, and Rose City takes the first lead of this game, 1-0.
It's still anybody's game.
Let's get that one out early. Morning.
I like a 10 a.m. start, I gotta say.
I'm not a morning person, but I'm up, I'm here, I'm ready to roll because it's noon in Texas.
Yeah, see, it's not that early. And jam number 2 is going. Sally Hansen with the star for Rose City. Danny Longlegger for Black Diaspora. Danny pushing towards the front of the pack, getting some assistance there from Kaboom and Murda. Pack is super spread out. Yep, there we go. Danny is now through, has leads, so a flip-flop on leads, 1 lead per team so far in this game.
Fizz doing great defense out there for Team Black Diaspora, but we have Danny caught up and through on a scoring pass.
Yeah, the pivot for Rose is in the penalty box. So 4 points going up. So that means we have our first lead change. Bam.
Woo, who's got the mimosas?
Yeah.
Or coffee. I'll take some coffee, please.
I'm a tea person myself. Shout out Helenati. We both are tea people in the morning.
That's Freddie Her Fury going to the penalty box. So 4-2 pack advantage for Black Diaspora.
So we've seen 2 penalties so far in the early moments of this game, both going for Rose City. Danny does have the helmet cover off, so we don't know. Is it a stash? Is it a pass? Who knows? We'll find out, but continuing to try and push for, or excuse me, not Danny, it was
Sally Hansen, yes.
And Danny calls it off.
So 0 points for Axles of Annihilation, 8 on the board. Black Diaspora is on the board, and that is officially our first lead change of this game.
We are just getting right to it here, right away here on a Friday morning. There is 1 Rose skater in the penalty box. That person is standing, so it won't be too long. Whistle blows, and oh man, Rolling Stoner was almost through on that outside or inside lane, but just gets bumped in, so recycles back, allowing that opportunity for Evangelical to push through at the front.
Big tempo by Rolling Stoner right back up. Smash doing great defense at the back of that pack. Eves through, pinballing off each blocker and calling it off. So we're swapping scoreless jams. This time it's Axles with Three more on the board. 4 more, taking them to 5. And a scoreless jam for Black Diaspora. They will hold at 8 points. 3 jams in. I want to shout out all of our sponsors because you are the MVPs. Let's show some love to our sponsors. I believe the merch booth will be open a little bit delayed, but we have fresh, hot T-shirts coming in later today.
At 11.
And hi, Muffin Man. A shout out for my husband who's watching from Texas.
Aw, so sweet. Hi, Muffin Man. Halloween with the star for Black Diaspora. Gonna face off against Trinity for the Axles of Annihilation.
Halloween also a sponsor here with the Quad. Oh My Quad Skate Shop is a sponsor this week.
I don't
believe. No.
No, they're not sponsoring this week. But
Oh,
they
well,
did
shout out.
sponsor the last time.
Oh, I think I read an old read. But Halloween does run a skate shop here locally.
Yeah, up in Prescott, where she is part of Northern Arizona Roller Derby.
Okay, Trinity out on initial. Beautiful apex hump sliding into second turn. Halloween, huge highest scoring jam of this game so far. 12 points, taking Black Diaspora to 20. And it's another flip-flop of 0 scores so
Yeah.
far.
And we're 5 minutes in. I feel like we've already seen a lot of action just as the game begins.
Oh, for real. So much action.
Yay! That bodes well for us, derby-loving folks. Black Diaspora does have 1 skater in the penalty box. And there goes that whistle. Issa, about time, got the star for Black Diaspora. Assassin for Axles of Annihilation. And Issa out first, but Assassin right behind, so a bit of a race. You'll see what Issa does. The pack is moving very quickly into turn 3. Smash with some nice blocking there, looking to set things up, but we go ahead and just call it off. So our first 0-0 jam of the game.
So we'll start jam number 6 with 5 for Portland, Rose City, and 20 for Black Diaspora. And so far showing a 5 jammer rotation for each team. That looks like Freight Train back on the line for Black Diaspora. And I think it's a repeat of jam number 1. Woo! Jackpot. Winning the jackpot and winning lead jammer status for the second time jamming. So that's 2 for 2 for jackpot. Freight Train out on initial, a half a lap behind. Nice. Wow. That was a long apex jump. Beautiful.
I hope you were watching just now, and if you weren't, catch it on a rewatch, because that was a beautiful apex jump by Jackpot.
Oh, yeah. All 4 points scored on that jump. That was lovely.
Hey, make sure you're checking out the raffle. It is online. Tickets are $5 each. The winners will be drawn and notified after Cactus Cup. There is a lot of great stuff, including an MVP pass to RollerCon.
Danny Longlegger jamming again and already been declared lead jammer for Axle of Annihilation. That's Sally Handsome.
Oh, and we have a power jam with Sally Hansen picking up a penalty. Coda also from Axel's going to join Sally in the penalty box. So 30 seconds of unopposed jam time for Danny Longlegger.
Yep, in our first 2-minute jam of the game.
Yeah, and I had been just about to say this was the first time we had seen back-to-back leads by the same team, but that quickly changed. So also a 2-minute jam, so everybody's been working on their cardio, I am sure. So this will just be like nothing. All the action on the other side of the track from us in the corners, or in the turns, which also is kind of a corner, right?
Yes, Oreo Slammer right there. Oh, last line of defense and through. Then he hits a pack at turn number 3.
4-4 jam so far. About 25 seconds left in the jam.
Lovely spinning exit by Danny. Oh, I'm sorry, Sally. Sally.
That was the first jammer penalty of the game. Will it be the only? Mayhaps. 4 points going up for Black Diaspora. So let's see any final points. So a 10-8 jam in favor of Axles of Annihilation leaves the score at 19-28. Black Diaspora with the lead, and Axles have called a timeout.
And this timeout is brought to you by Sip Elixirs. Stay hydrated with Sip. Mini bottles, mighty effects. Whether you're hitting the track or just need a boost, Sip Elixirs has you covered.
Merch is going to open up at 11 o'clock if you want to check things out. Want to also give a shout out to our penalty box sponsor, Night Owl. Penalty box getting a lot of action here in this game. Night Owl, come for pizza, stay for fun. Night Owl Pizza and Drinks, kick back on our spacious patio while the weather's prime. Open daily at 11, rolling till midnights on weeknights and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Thank you, Night Owl.
All right, jam number 8. Evangelical donning the star for the second time is already been declared lead jammer for the Axles of Annihilation. Rolling Stoner jamming for Black Diaspora. Power jam, this time in favor of Rose City. Eve, lovely escape out on that scoring pass. I see Kaboom out there in that pack, also skates for Team Salam. Ooh. Another beautiful spinning escape by Evangelical. Full penalty box. Just as I say that, Murda completes. Murda back on the track will hit the pack at turn 3. Eve approaching the pack for a 4th scoring pass. This will be the highest scoring jam. Wow, easy escape on that inside lane. Definitely the highest scoring jam so far today. And we still have just under a minute left on this jam clock. We'd have a star pass. Kaboom now will be the jammer and forces that call off. But wow, let's hear it for Eve on that jam. 20 points, 39-28, and that is our second lead change of this game. Have you been following our posts on social media? Make sure you give us a follow on Instagram at @AZRollerDerby for all the juicy details of how we got here and what we're up to.
That whistle signals the start of the jam. Number 9 underway. Halloween with the star for Black Diaspora. Trinity for Axles. Trinity out, but has picked up a forearm call, so it looks like lead still available. Well, not anymore, as there has been a star pass, a beautiful star pass to Buttercup. So another 2-minute jam. Buttercup trying to find an opening, goes from the outside to the inside, back to the outside. Getting some offensive assistance there.
All that beautiful offense is getting quickly denied with the defense of Rose City. Rose City holding Buttercup at the top apex.
Trinity now back on the track. Halloween with a nice block there. Oyo Slammer there at the end. And a cut track being called on Buttercup, so we have another power jam. Power jam.
Trinity on a scoring pass. Knocked to the outside, resetting at turn 2.
Some really nice offense there from the pivot Brute.
Okay, Trinity out, will hit the pack just before turn 3. Nice hit by Oreo, right to the outfield, getting reset to turn 3. Buttercup right back on the track. The power jam is over.
Look at that. We have an empty Night Owl penalty box. All have flown the coop.
So 8-4 jam in favor of Axles of Annihilation, 47-32. Getting ready for barely jam number 10.
Wow.
What?
Almost halfway through the first half. Yeah, almost. I mean, almost. Yeah. We're getting there. Whistle blows, and Isa, about time with the star for Black Diaspora. Almost through, but gets knocked to the inside, recycles back. Kassassin at the pivot line, looking to push past the Black Diaspora blockers, but Isa out first, does have lead. Kassassin getting knocked to the outside and recycled back by Fizz.
Fizz also doing great defense for Black Diaspora.
Man, Murda with the assist there to Kaboom, pushing right on into Kassassin. That's kind of a classic Murda move though, isn't it?
And smiling while she does it.
Yeah, Murda will grab you and put you where you are most needed. Isa knocked to the outside, recycle back to the pivot line. So gonna start again. But that tripod is quite annihilating.
Okay, Kassassin getting a reset all the way back to just before our pivot line. Ooh, huge hit again by Fizz. Kassassin star in hand.
Oh man, almost out into the turn and knocked. We do have a star pass, so jamming for Axles is Katie. That puts the pressure on and the call off. So man, that was a battle for 8 points, all going to Black Diaspora.
So 7-point game. And a whole lot of action. And we are doing a dual podcast. So if you are watching on Twitch, tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to give you a shout out. A bunch of Isa fans out there. And we're off. Freight Train donning the star against Jackpot. Jackpot, 100% lead jammer status for Jackpot. That's 3 for 3.
Freight Train just into turn number 1, picks up a cut track call, so this is a power jam. Power jam.
It's a third power jam in favor of the Axles.
Oh, some high step in there, quick feet by Jackpot to get through the pack for 4.
That was a lovely high-speed slice through the pack. Let's see if she can get away with it again. Held up a little at the top, but there it is, a third scoring pass for Jackpot. Freight Train's back on the track. Can you hear me when I say that at home?
I can hear you right here. Hey, shout out to everybody. Oh no! A second track cut call on Freight Train. So it's a double power jam here in jam number 11.
And the fourth within 4 jams in favor of Rose City.
Man, I made a mistake when I said maybe this will be the only jammer penalty of the game after the first one, and now they've just been
like that.
classic announcer error. let me make up for it by shouting out where all y'all are from, perhaps. Denver, Flagstaff, Alaska, hey Athena, Redding, California, the Bronx, Austin, Sacramento, Hampton, Virginia, and lots of folks in Texas, specifically El Paso. And Deeks says, anyone else know the song from Dora the Explorer? Because every time Issa plays, I sing it for the whole day. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Sally Handsome is the lead jammer. Power start advantage. Freight Train is the jammer coming in for Black Diaspora. Around the outside, that's initial pass for Freight Train. Sally caught up, but is on a scoring pass. Freight Train forcing that call off.
Hey, shout out to Utah and of course Portland representing in the Twitch chat. And Deeks, the Doors part of the Doors song I remember is after they like complete their mission and they're like, we did it, we did it, we did it, hooray.
Oh, I love it.
I say that to myself all the time. A little bit of a self-affirmation. Even with the smallest thing, I like left my house today. We did it, we did it.
And you made it, and your hair looks fabulous.
Thank you.
Eve Angelica jamming again against Danny. Eve, again, lead jammer status. That's 3 lead jams in a row for the Axles. Eve coming into this jam with 24. We'll make that 28 points so far this game. Scored by Eve.
There has been a star pass, so Buttercup jammer now for Black Diaspora. Buttercup was trying to knock Eve out as she rolled through on that last pass. But now really focusing on trying to get out of the pack, but just consistently denied. Again, Buttercup looking for the blocking move before jamming, and time jam has ended. So 12 points going up for the Axles. Score 79-40, 10 minutes left here in the first half.
That's a 32-0 run in the last 4 jams in favor of Rose City. Four 3-pack advantage for the Axles. Trinity donning the star for Axles against Rolling Stoner. Trinity taking a huge hit, but guess who? Rolling Stoner is the lead jammer. Wow, Rolling Stoner just broke that wall up with pure force. Caught up at turn 2. That was a great catch by Rosemary's Baby, but also a penalty.
Shout out from VCDD cheering for Fizz from California.
Oof. Doing this apology.
Jam called off. 7 points for Black Diaspora. Score 47-79.
I believe that's Halloween. Yes, it is, against Cassassin. Cassassin already been declared lead jammer. We do have a power jam, Team Black Diaspora. Halloween is actually the lead jammer. Forgive me. Halloween narrowly missing those hips of Rosemary's hips. Scoring pass for Halloween. That's 2 scoreless jams in a row for the Axles. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I was just giving a shout out from the Twitch chat. Space Harb from Seattle here to cheer on the officials. Yay, officials! Me too. I love cheering the officials. I see freight train on the...
We have a power start. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Cactus Assassin for Axles. Freight train powers through, gets lead. Oh no, no.
No. High block penalty.
High block. So lead is still available. Oh no.
This will be our second
So-
2-minute jam.
Yeah,
We're so blessed.
the helmet cover has been removed by Cactus Assassin. So it's another 2-minute jam.
Let's hear it for endurance.
How many 2-minute jams have we had, Chai?
It's the second.
No, it's not the second. It's more than that. I think we've had 3 or 4. Aha, yeah, okay. Yes, okay. We've had more than 2 2-minute jams, but we have had 2 with this exact instance where who appeared to be the lead got a penalty and the other jammer had taken off the helmet cover. Very specific instance of 2-minute.
So Freight Train already out, already made a lap, already out. That's a scoring pass for Freight Train.
And this is second scoring pass for Cactus. Yeah, Assassin kept the star, did take it off, but kept it. So now 4 more going up. Jam 8-4. We're going to see 4 more go up in a moment for Freight Train. About 25 seconds left in the jam.
Freight Train with that outside work, beautiful.
Yeah, Murda and Fizz just had locked down Assassin, really slowing down that movement to get out for 4, but Assassin is now out for 4.
8 seconds on the jam clock.
That's it, folks. Jam number 16 has ended, and it was a beaut.
It was. Team Black Diaspora sitting on 69 points.
Hey.
And we have 91 for Axis of Annihilation. Kaboom.
You're
Came over to say
welcome.
hi and nice. Shout out to Team Salam and anyone going to World Cup. If you're on the feed and you're going to World Cup, tell us who you're supporting. Jackpot high scorer of this game, donning the star for the Axles, and that'll be Danny Longleger. Again, 100% lead number status for Jackpot.
Ching, 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 ching. Every time we say jackpot, I feel like I'm in a casino and I have to make the ching
Oh,
sound.
please do.
I just
I
have
love it.
to. Danny Longleger still looking to get out of that pack, and there we go. So Danny going to skate around, see if she can get any points before the call off. Yeah, Jackpot still just looking to get some points. So Danny 3 going to try and pick some off too.
Ooh, Buttercup doing some great blocking, but did take a quick knee.
Four going up for Jackpot.
That was a hard fought pass
Yeah.
right there.
I mean, we're just a minute. We're already a minute in and only 4 points up on the scoreboard. So 4 more are going to go up now for Danny Longleger.
Eight-point jam for Axles, 102. They've broken the century mark. 73 for Black Diaspora. Do you have a favorite skater out there? Make sure and stick around until Sunday to find out our teams, who everyone agrees is an MVP, tournament MVP, and we'll be announcing and celebrating MVPs during halftime of the final game on Sunday.
I literally thought you were asking me if I had a favorite skater out there, and I was like, don't put me on the spot.
I was asking you, no, we have no favorites. We have no favorites that we'll tell you about.
I do. One of, like, my possibly absolute favorite skater is on the track right now. But nonetheless, you can figure that out.
Oh, I
Or
think we
if
share
you-
that per se.
If you've heard me announce, you know who it is. We're going to give a shout out to Rolling Stone, Sacramento's favorite skater, and River City's favorite, Rolling Stoner, thank you. River City's favorite skater also, Bad and Bougie.
Ooh, we have a power jam. So Sally's going to lose that lead jammer status. We will have another 2-minute jam. Issa, back on the track. That was initial pass for Issa. Sally back on the track and through just over Buttercup's hips. That is a scoring pass. Freddie Hercury forcing the drawback. Another pass for Sally.
Man, Issa with some sweet moves to slalom through that pack to get to the front. Now 2 to beat.
Almost out. Yeah, that pack's really spread up all the way to turn 3. Oh, and you have to do it all over again. Face the gauntlet one more time.
Soul crushing. Oh, but beautifully sweeping to the inside and through. And 4 points going up.
Hard fought, but very pretty skating.
So it does appear we will have enough time to get another jam before halftime. Out on the track looks like one skater in the Night Owl penalty box. Everyone else hanging out on the Sublime jam line.
Freight Train starting this jam as a pivot, so that's fun. And speaking of Rolling Stoner out there against Eve. Eve coming into this jam with 36 points. And I believe 100% lead jammer status. Yes, Eve has been declared lead jammer for the Axles of Annihilation.
All the love in the chat, though, going to Rolling Stoner.
And the Oreo Freight Train combo holding up Eve. Freight Train made it through a dust storm, and aren't we glad that Freight made it here? 6-hour delay in her trip, but she's here.
Yeah, and there's been a star pass. So Freight now jamming for Black Diaspora. Smash picked up an illegal procedure penalty when leaving the track because you must leave directly off the track by the shortest distance. So halftime is here. 2 skaters in the Night Owl penalty box, so they will resume that space when we start after the half. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Go ahead, get a drink, take a little stretch break, look up the Dora the Explorer theme song, and we'll see you back for the second half in about 14 minutes. Woo-hoo.
You give it everything you've got. And so do we. Why? So you can reach higher, do more. Be yourself. Trust yourself. On the track, in the park, believe in yourself. Protect yourself. Because no matter who you are, we've got you covered. Certified protection, second to none.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
You give it everything you've got. And so do we. Why? So you can reach higher. Do more. Be yourself. Trust yourself. On the track, in the park, believe in yourself. Protect yourself, because no matter who you are, we've got you covered. Certified protection, second to none.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music
Give it everything you've got. And so do we. Why? So you can reach higher. Do more. Be yourself. Trust yourself. On the track, in the park, believe in yourself. Protect yourself. Because no matter who you are, we've got you covered. Certified protection, second to none.
Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license.
You give it everything you've got. And so do we. Why? So you can reach higher. Do more. Be.
And just like that, we are back. Just about 2 minutes until we start.
Did you enjoy the break?
I did. I got a snack. I did not have time to eat it.
Pan au
but-
chocolat. They're taking care of the volunteers. You should always volunteer at a Derby event. Real quick, I want to give you some quick stats. The highest score of this game is Evangelical with 40 of those 118 points. Also, the highest scoring jam was also Eve at a 20-point jam. And then Jackpot has 32 of those points. And high score for Team Black Diaspora is Danny Longlegger with 20 points. Halloween right behind with 19 of those points. And Freight Train had one 15-point jam out there. But what a fun game. Do you want to talk to us about penalties?
Yeah, we've seen, well, I did just want to comment that we've seen some really high-scoring jams there in the first half. You don't always see that, especially with two teams that are so stacked. When we look at penalties, Axles has slightly more penalties in the first half, 18 so far, 14 going to Black Diaspora. Each team does have a skater with 3, Freight for Black Diaspora with 3, and Rosemary's Baby also has 3 for Axles.
Oh, there was 3 power jams in favor of Black Diaspora and 6 in favor of Rose.
8 skaters on Black Diaspora with at least 1 penalty. And sorry, I didn't count quick enough before I started to talk. And 10 for Axles. So pretty spread out there with the penalties, and shout out to those skaters who have not picked up a penalty. Keep it that way.
Okay, shout out to Jam Rock, West Texas Roller Derby. I heard Stoner got bit by a snake and the snake died.
All right, in the chat we got some inside intel that I heard that Stoner got bit by a snake and the snake died.
I heard they crushed full cans of soda with their bare hands.
And that they crushed full cans of soda with their bare hands.
And Stoner got the name from the fact that they could kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
And Stoner's name comes from the fact that they can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Thank you for those classics.
We are off Jam 1, period 2. That's Halloween for Black Diaspora against Trinity for the Axles of Annihilation. Trinity trying to get around Murda and does a lead jammer status going to Trinity. Halloween trying to get around the outside. Gets knocked to the infield. And that's Gray's lobotomy, doing some brain work and blocking. Holly is out. That was a very fun physical jam, fresh off into the second half. 4 points in favor, 6 points for Axles. 124, that's a scoreless jam for Team Black Diaspora. They will hold at 77.
Big shout out to Body Breakdown by Blue. Blue is in the house.
Book now, book early, book often.
That's right. Get that massage. Blue is also offering walk-up compression space pants, cold heat therapy, and hydration. Blue's been a part of roller derby for 15 years. Thank you, Blue. We love you.
Issa, about time, your lead jammer.
Yes.
Okay, Kassassin out on initial, half a lap behind. Issa will hit the pack, the apex. And Kassassin forcing that call off. 1 point for Black Diaspora, taking them to 78. That will be a scoreless jam for the Axles.
And a quick jam.
I'm going to shout out 888. They're the certified sweat saver from 888, delivers top-tier safety, unmatched fit, and pro-level protection for derby, vert, and everything in between. Developed, tested, and trusted by the best. Try one for yourself.
Whistle blows, action begins. Night Owl penalty box is empty. Jackpot wearing the star for the Axles, Danny Longlegger. For Black Diaspora, Danny Longlegger out first, does pick up lead. There has been a successful star pass, so now jamming is Katie Postma for Axles. Shout out to Chippa and Rocket Mean Tooth for subscribing. Thanks, y'all. Or Chippa Tooth and Rocket Mean. I was like, oh, I don't know Rocket Mean. Anyway, thanks, y'all.
3 more for Black Diaspora, taking them to 81. That's 2 scoreless jams for the Axles. They will hold at 124. And we have Freight Train in as pivot for the second jam so far this second half. Freight Train, of course, started as a blocker, but currently celebrating 10 years as a jammer. Woo, 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 woo.
And we'll see Freight Train in other games throughout the weekend as well, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Freight is on a roster for Rockin' City Greatest Hits. So very quickly high-stepping it through. Sally Handsome running right into a Freight Train, getting shut down. Smash in there for some of that action, and now Sally Hansen is out, has lead. Stoner with the helmet cover has removed it. So maybe gonna see a pass, maybe not. I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, that was a super slick, sneaky, fakey star pass. Rolling Stoner. Oh no, there was a quick, beautiful handoff. Freight Train now jamming for Team Diaspora.
So pressure on, and Handsome calls it off. Let's see, points going up. So a 4-point jam there in favor of Rose City Axles of Annihilation. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. And everyone lined up on the Sublime Jam line. 1 Black Diaspora skater in the Night Owl penalty box. That is a 4th penalty for Smash. Oh, so quickly, Trinity is out and has lead. Holly Ween wearing the star for Black Diaspora. I thought it was. Thank you for confirming that, Chai. I thought it was Evangelical, and it is.
Oh, I wonder if they had it wrong in Jam 1.
I don't know. But Holly Ween is out of the pack. So Eve put up 4. And Ween threw for 4. Evangelical putting 4 more up, so it's an 8-4 jam so far here in jam number 5 in the second half of the first game on day 1 at Cactus Cup.
Looks like Eve trying to draw this as long as possible, trying to clear that penalty box, but both teams having a little penalty trouble in this one. Hanging out in the Night Owl penalty box, open late for badness.
Sorry for those of you listening if my cackle hurts your eardrums.
136.85, 24 minutes left in this game.
And there it goes. Trinity now
This really is Trinity.
officially jamming for Axles. And Issa for Black Diaspora. Issa getting knocked to the outside, so is going to recycle way back. Trinity also getting recycled. Oh, Issa just high-stepping it, really just running on skates. Skates have wheels, you know. So running there on that inside lane through for lead. So now looking to pick up points on this pass. Everybody hanging out there at the Sip Elixirs pivot line. And Issa is through for 4 as we have a rollerderbycoaching.com power jam. Power jam.
Again, with the inside high stepping, resetting for safety.
I don't know. We'll have to look. Yeah, we'll check into that. We are wondering, is this the first power jam by a skater that has gotten a lead?
So we'll have a power start in favor of Black Diaspora. Trinity will start the next jam from the Night Owl penalty box.
Shout out to our Power Jam sponsor, rollerderbycoaching.com. Be more badass on the track. Online roller derby clinics to get you to your next level. Brought to you by Snot Rocket Science. Thanks, Snot, for all you do for derby.
Yay, Snotty!
All right, so again, this is a power start. That is Danny Longlegger for Black Diaspora. Only jammer on the track. Axles are down a blocker. So slight advantage for Danny, but getting shut down by Darko. Danny is through now, though, for lead. Trinity back on the track, so ending that power jam. Danny Longlegger going to the outside. Some offensive assistance there by Bad and Bougie. I love the word bougie also.
Yes, anyone with the name Bougie, I want to be your friend.
Yeah, for
I'm Muffin Bougie.
I know, me too.
Bonita Bougie.
Bougie is just so fun to say too.
Okay.
So both jammers are out.
That was a hard fought 4 points for Danny.
And
Danny, sliding in to the turn 3, calling it off.
Does pick up all 4 on that beautiful slide at the end.
Danny at 31 of those 99 points, so 1/3 of those points scored by Danny.
Wow, Danny.
Black Diaspora holding at 136 as we approach jam number 8. This next jam is brought to you by Sizu Mouth Guards, engineered for elite athletes. Sizu Mouth Guards offer unmatched protection and comfort with innovative features that keep you focused on your game. Get the best in mouth protection.
Oh,
Sizu.
and Stoner out quickly picks up lead. Black Diaspora has successfully held the Axles of Annihilation scoreless on the previous 3 jams. Let's see what happens here in jam number 8.
Yes, and it's 3 lead jams in a row
Stoner
as well.
calls it off and once again holds the Axles scoreless and also scoreless themselves, so a 0-0 jam.
It's our second scoreless jam of this game.
Stoner does an apex jump. They push the earth away from their skates. True story.
They get high.
Halloween has the star for Black Diaspora. Jackpot, ching, 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 for Axles of Annihilation. Halloween at the top of the pack being held back by the Axles is through, though, for lead.
Yep, 4 leads in a row, but Jackpot is out. This is the only time Jackpot did not get lead jammer status. Forcing the call off is Jackpot.
Ooh, and Ween picking up 1, holding the Axles scoreless for the 5th time. So just chipping away at that score. Still a 36-point difference, just under 20 minutes left here in the game.
Yeah, it was a 51 spread at the half. So it's definitely chipping away.
Wow.
Just 36 points separating these 2 teams.
Woo-hoo.
Jam number 10. Issa jamming again at the front of that pack, physically pushing Sally Handsome up. Still caught up. Sally Handsome last line of defense. One skater army. Sally, nice though. Lead jammer status and the 5th in the row for Team Black Diaspora. Is her number? It's gonna be brute. Here's Sally's star in hand. Issa caught up behind that tripod. That star pass to Brute. Four more for Team Black Diaspora. That takes into 104. 17-0 run in favor of Team Black Diaspora in the last 5 jams. The Night Owl is vacant. All skaters ready and waiting for the next jam. Night Owl penalty box.
Yes, we bring the spook. Danny Longlegger out first, is at the top of the pack, and through for lead. Evan Helical also out of the pack and putting on the pressure. Danny Longlegger coming up quick, calls it off after hitting the pack, does pick up 1 point.
The shutout continues. 6 scoreless jams for the Axles.
Pivot Kaboom in the Night Owl penalty box for Black Diaspora. How have they been getting their points, Black Diaspora? What's the score been, Muffin? Like they've getting 1, 4, 2. Is it some quick, like hit it and quit
either a
it?
single or a double pass, and only 1 point on that last jam. So it's really just chipping away slowly. Rolling Stoner, no pass, no penalty, is the jammer in the lead. Lead jammer status up for grabs. Rolling Stoner looking for the outside path. Ooh, oh gosh, going right into that wall. Star pass for the Axles. Uh-oh. Okay, the song is too high.
At the end, will you take 3 to the Axles of Annihilation? Get there.
Oh, because the team votes?
No, we won't. But we're gonna give them out.
Okay, got you. Yes.
It's Smash definitely.
Smash wood, really. Smash new wood.
Yeah.
And then, what do you guys think for overalls? Pivots, maybe? Pivots?
I say, yeah.
Overall, Rosemary Baby. And then Fizz for overall. Physical, is it physical contact?
Yeah.
So we'll go find them, or are we going to announce it?
No, we'll go find them, and then, I mean, we can announce it, but they won't hear us.
Okay.
What we usually do is we go and find them, and then we go and find them, and then we bring them back over here, give them the stickers at some point, and then someone's going to take a picture of them.
Not us. So we're good for this game.
And somebody from the team is going to,
And then somebody from this team is good.
somebody needs to take a picture of those stickers. Oh, you know what? Tear it in half.
Okay.
I'll take Black Diaspora.
Okay.
Okay.
points.
All right, our timeout is coming to a close, just about ready to get started. It'll be jam number 13. Next whistle will start the jam. And there it is, Kassassin with the star for Axles of Annihilation. Holly Ween for Black Diaspora. Kassassin out very quick. Ween, though, just skates past Darko with a lovely flip around spinny spin move and is going to put that pressure on. So jam is called off. 2 points picked up by Axles of Annihilation, so they have broken that scoreless streak. They went, Muffin, how many jams in a row?
They went 7 jams, scoreless jams, and it was only 21 points made. It was 21-0, so those are hard-fought scoreless jams for Axles. Yeah. Low-scoring jams, just such good derby. We're so lucky to be here.
Yeah,
thanks again, Bonita.
Right, yeah, even though they were scoreless, that their defense was just on point. So we are now in our next jam. Jackpot, ching, 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 out first, does have the lead. Fizz with just a beautiful block there. Issa jamming for Black Diaspora.
Jackpot coming into this jam with 32 points. Let's make that 36-ish.
36
that was 4, just making sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see.
Issa out on initial. Kaboom with some great defense right there on turn 2. Again, Kaboom, again. Kaboom, doing great defense for Black Diaspora.
Kaboom, go boom.
Ooh. Uh-oh. There's penalty paying for that great defense. Kaboom.
Rocket Mean coaching Axles from the Twitch chat, and Rocket, they definitely took your advice, and it worked. Jackpot with 8 so far on the jam. Issa doing a little slallowing there, and the pack is going to also pick up 4 before the jam ends. So I think it's going to go up to 12. Yep, 12. So after some scoreless jams, Axel's right back at it, putting 14 points up in the last 2 jams.
For 3-pack advantage for the Axles. Danny Longlegger jamming again for Black Diaspora against Sally Handsome. Lead jammer, Sally Handsome, 3 leads in a row for the Axles.
Handsome through.
Handsome getting a hit from each blocker and getting out. That was great.
Was it like a ping, ping, ping all the way through? And Kaboom now with the star. So now jamming. Kaboom.
Sally out on a second scoring pass. Kaboom out on a scoring pass.
So 8-4 jams so far. Handsome going to go for more points here.
Smash with a great hit right here, turn 1. Smash holding. Assist from Buttercup. Smash again. Ooh.
Man, Smash thought she had pushed Sally Handsome to the inside, but no, sadly.
$12-point jam for the Axles, 162. And 8 more for Black Diaspora, taking them to 120. We have just over 12 minutes left in this game. We'll have Freight Train donning the star for the first time this half. And Murda with the pivot.
Hey.
What if Freight just passes it over the pack to Murda?
Oh, we want to Murda jam.
Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there.
Right, we're putting it in the universe.
Manifest Murda. Yeah, get her Murda!
Eve, beautiful escaping hit after hit, and a nice attempt by Black and Bougie, but Eve is out and the lead jammer.
All of that just happened was really intense.
So much.
And Evangelical continuing to power through and add points. There are 2 Black Diaspora blockers in the penalty box.
And I really just want to say, solid as Jamrock. Solid as Jamrock out there. Oh, trying to push Murda into that hit, but Eve through again. 8 points. So 50-point game, so almost back to the original spread that we started at the beginning of this half.
A little more than 10 minutes left in the game.
And we're going to have a Sip Elixir's pivot line start, at least so it seems. 4-2 pack advantage for the Axles. We're going to have Holly Ween jamming again for Black Diaspora against Trinity.
Darko with a nice hit there to Ween as she picks up a penalty. So this is a RollerDerbyCoaching.com Power Jam.
The 7th Power Jam in favor of Rose, but only the first in the second half. So a little cleaner the second half for both teams. Ooh.
So 3 points going up. Must have been a blocker out of play during that pass, so there was no earned pass for one of those points.
Yeah, Halloween out of the Night Owl penalty box and threw an initial. Enforcing the call off. Seven-point jam for Trinity. So 177 to 120. It's a 41 to 12 run now in favor of the Axles in the last 5 jams. So a little bit of switch of momentum.
And a 5th penalty picked up by Smash. 3 Axel skaters sitting at 4 penalties. Just says, when Jamrock cuts onions, the onions cry. This is like one of the best things that has happened in all of my Derby life.
Oh yes, more and more Chuck Norris quotes.
It's all the, no.
Solid as Jamrock.
Yeah, West Texas is cheering for Jamrock.
West Texas, all about Jamrock. Yo, Arizona's all about Jamrock right now too, because she is tearing it up. Team timeout, Black Diaspora.
Often imitated, never duplicated. 187 Killer Pads is the gold standard for roller derby protection. Worn by the most pros in the world, they were the first to make pads specifically for roller derby athletes. The Pro Derby knee features patented tech and an ergonomic fit and industrial strength durability. We love 187.
All right, y'all, we about to get back to it. Just Smash chilling in the penalty box. So a slight pack advantage to the Axles of Annihilation. Danny Longlonger with the star for Black Diaspora. Kassassin for Axles of Annihilation. Oh, Murda with a hit at the end, but gonna pick up a forearm call. So Kassassin now out and is lead.
Fizz doing some great offense and defense in that pack. Oh, but sneaking through the inside. That's Kassassin, a scoring pass. Is it
A star pass, I believe. I thought I saw that from the
Kaboom?
officials. Is that?
Kaboom?
Is that
Not
what time it is?
official? Star in
Yes.
hand.
I see it. I
What
see it
time
now,
is
Muffin.
it?
So now Kaboom battling to get through the Axles blockers there at the top of the pack, splits open the seam, and is now out as the pack had gotten pretty spread out.
Oh, Smash going back to the box. Or, is she okay? All right, Kaboom forcing that call off. That will be another scoreless jam for Black Diaspora. 8 more on the board, taking the Axles to 185.
So with about 7.5 minutes left in the game, Smash is sitting on 6. So she's used up all her free penalties. The next one's going to really count.
You buy 6, you get 1 free? No. 6 free, you get 1.
Something like that.
Something, ignore me, it's early.
Hey, this official timeout brought to you by Rehab Lab. Tempe and Scottsdale's movement expert, Dr. Ben Long, with Rehab Lab, achieve lasting pain relief and optimal movement through personalized chiropractic care. Dr. Ben builds his treatment around you and your goals. Check him out at rehablab.arizona.com.
And if you're in-house, there is a bracket. Let's all keep track, and it'll help us know the schedule for the rest of the weekend. Little known fact, Snoop Dogg wishes they could get as high as Rolling Stoner, and that's from Velocity Rector. Hi, Rocket Mean. I love how Murda looks while playing, don't we all? We should all be so happy.
Murda is like pure joy. Derby joy. Every time I see Murda, that's how I feel.
For real. Jackpot quickly through, already been declared lead jammer. By the way, that's 7 leads in a row for the Axles. Rolling Stoner out on initial. Well played.
So,
go ahead.
They gave her an illegal procedure on that last one because she didn't leave the track. Spelled out now.
Smash picked up a second illegal procedure for not leaving the track correctly, so Smash has now fouled out of the game.
I don't know if you should say this, but buy 6 penalties, get 1 free.
I said that. I already said it. I already said it. I did.
Yeah, she
I did.
All right, you know what I'm going to say? Jam on it. Jam on it.
Jam on and on it. Sally Handsome.
And
spinning the
Issa.
win. Oh, it's Issa. So
Issa's out first while Handsome picks up a penalty. Y'all, we got a rollerderbycoaching.com power jam.
5th power jam in favor of Black Diaspora. Issa eyeing that axis.
Some really nice offense in there by Thor's Slayer. Little switcheroo there with Kaboom by Issa. Blockers, Black Diaspora blockers reset as Handsome comes back on the track. Murda tracking with Handsome as Pat gets. Oh, and we have another rollerderbycoaching.com power jam.
So this will be another 2-minute jam. Sally out on a scoring pass. They're like, everyone get on Murda. They're just holding Murda just before turn 3.
That's a strategy, a very
Yeah, I mean,
legit
really, if you're gonna block
strategy.
someone. And Murda's still got a piece. Murda and Kaboom. Sally through again.
Yeah, making Sally Handsome earn those points.
Oh yeah, hard fought pass.
Handsome, though, very strong, powerful jammer, able to find the open lanes just like we saw.
Sally just shrugged Murda off on that last pass.
Right.
Wow. 200 mark.
And we have our first official review of the tournament. And also that means of the game. So we will let you know. Fabulous official Bread is going to let us know. In the chat, what do you think it's about?
Sally Handsome sitting on at least 54 of those 201 points, scoring most of them in the second half. And I'm going to tell you, if you're in-house, we have so many great vendors. Hold on, it's blocked. Desert Spark is here. They have the permanent jewelry, including bracelets, anklets, necklaces, and belly charms. Stop by to get your new jewelry today. Don't you want to sparkle? And if you're at home, please follow them at desert_spark_jewelry. Desert Spark Jewelry with underscores between those words on Instagram. Also, we have a Kids Create table. Do you need a break from the action? Swing by the Kids Create table, perfect for young fans and families. Enjoy coloring pages, fun crafts, and a chill space to get creative. Keep little hands busy while the big hits roll on.
All right, so we don't want to say it till they know, but Black Diaspora wants to lead contact on.
Harley says you're doing a great job.
Hi, Harley. Harley. We're saying hi to Harley,
Okay.
Johnny Pepper's granddaughter. She's special. She's precious.
Thank you, Harley. You're very nice.
So they've decided, right? All right, so the official review is that Black Diaspora was asking for a penalty called on number 31 for Axles of Annihilation. That's Kid Vicious for blocking while down. We'll let you know.
No call stand.
And yeah, no call stands. So
Sparks
Black
and Red.
Diaspora loses their official review, no penalty, and we'll be back at the action shortly.
Yeah, Sparks and Rex said the OR, the vibes were off. That's the review. Vibes are off. We're calling it.
I call those in my own life all the time.
It's all about good vibes here. We're so excited.
And jam on, number 21 has begun. Holly Ween with the star for Black Diaspora, Trinity for Axles of Annihilation.
I did see a quick 4 points added to the score from that last jam, so it was the 16-point jam. Anyway.
Excellent, thank you, Muffin. And Trinity getting the pack pretty spread out, coming up against a tripod there with Freight Train.
Buttercup, and that's Oreo. Ooh, Holly Ween through.
And just like that, like my focus was all on the blocking happening there on Trinity as Ween gets through and is lead.
Halloween through, we hit penalty. Uh-oh, cut track penalty.
That's a forearm, it looks like.
Yeah,
Forearm call on Holly Ween, so that means we have a rollerderbycoaching.com power jam.
It's the second power jam within 2 jams in favor of the Axles. And another 2-minute jam, at least our 6th or 7th.
Really nice catch there by Buttercup as Trinity got back to the pack.
Oreo and Freight. Oreo with a little tap. Oreo last skater, last line of defense. Has to let Trinity know. Power jam in favor of Black Diaspora this time. So at least 25-ish seconds as Holly Ween was already standing.
Should be out though before the end of the jam. So Holly Ween now looking to score some points, but I'm seeing whistles and calls, and
Okay. Oh.
Holly
high
Ween
block.
picked up a penalty. High block. Wow.
So 5 power jams shared between these 2 teams in the last 2 jams. So a lot of penalties, a lot of action at the Night Owl penalty box.
Both teams sitting on 31 penalties each.
We've got a tie in penalties. Oh, and there it is. It concludes. Get ready for jam 22. It's 205 to 125. All that work, Holly only got 2 points on that jam, but I wanted to comment on Holly's escape on that last jam. The juking and maneuvering from each blocker was so good.
Yeah, Holly has some amazing footwork. Winner of this game is going to play the winner of our next game, which is between Boston and Minnesota. the winners of those 2 games will be playing tomorrow at 4 o'clock Arizona, also known as Pacific time right now. And what do you know? Just as Holly Ween got back on the track, Assassin picking up a penalty. We have another rollerderbycoaching.com power jam. Oh, man. Massive hit there by Holly Ween to get out of the pack.
Wow. Holly Ween's got a core of steel so strong.
Holly Ween moving from the penalty box to lead jammer. We call that moving on up.
And Halloween with at least 15 years derby experience, right? I know.
Oh, yeah.
At least 15, because I've played with Holly on the decades.
Holly
Valley
Ween
Rollercon.
is an absolute OG of the derby world.
Speaking of Rollercon, great sponsor, and we love you so much.
And a little lovely hippity hop by Kess Assassin to get out of that pack. And jam ends. 8-point jam for Holly Ween. Whew. About 30 seconds left.
Maybe one more jam.
Okay, let's see if there's a power jam in this last jam. Because there was 3 in favor of Black Diaspora and 3 in favor of the Axles in the last 3 jams. So a whole lot of jammer penalties.
That Night Owl penalty box getting all the action.
Oh yeah, and the rollerderbycoaching.com as well.
Coffee in the penalty box.
Jackpot is the lead jammer. There are kittens in that penalty box. Night Owl has kittens and coffee.
Covering all the bases. Jackpot ching ching chinging as she is looking to bust through to put some points here on this scoring pass.
Freight Train and Fizz up there at the front of that pack. Freight Train getting low. Oh, and forcing a high block penalty. Oh, hey, am I a gambling person? I sure am.
What?
I just won $1.
You called it.
And it's an announcer's curse, and I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I don't want anyone to have jammer penalties. I take it all back.
Right, we like it when the skaters all stay on the track for the whole game. We don't want any penalties.
Please, please. Star in hand. Oops.
So hey,
that's for you people at home.
We're gonna end this game with a 2-minute jam.
Ooh, 2-minute jam.
Giving the people what they want.
And a 202 with a choo-choo. Now jamming for Team Black Diaspora. Freight Train.
Let's ride it. Okay.
Jack back in, hitting the pack. Caught up with Orville Reckenblocker.
Man, Freight going through on that outside lane, able to slip past Darko, goes up on the toe stops, and picks up 4.
Waving to the crowd, ready to do it again. Jackpot out on a scoring pass. Freight Train almost all the way through and getting caught, and now through.
Bad and Bougie there with Night Chasetown slowing down Jackpot, who ching ching chings 4 more points.
Freight Train spinning out again. Signature move, escaping that pack. And there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
Freight Train winning that jam 12-11, 216. Currently showing for the Axles of Annihilation, 145 for Team Black Diaspora.
Great game. Hey, everybody here in the venue, give it up for both of these 2 teams just battling it out and kicking off with a great one here at Cactus Cup 2025. Be sure to go on out on the track to give them their high fives. We'll be announcing the MVPs for the game shortly. Also, make sure you vote for the tournament MVPs online and in person. Hey, thanks so much. We will see you back here for the next game in about 30 minutes. It is going to be, Muffin?
Boston's A-Team against the Minnesota All-Stars at noon Arizona time, which is currently Pacific time.
You betcha. See y'all later.
Bye-bye.